Bonjour. So I will finish where I left off. Part 3. Unum Sanctum Redacted. U.S. was canceled Executive Order 14803 because you became a corporation business franchise practicing capital gains to base the coinage, which is high treason, capital offense. You brought the controversy, and no one can be twice jeopardized. And I have yet to have my jour day in court. Bonjour, de jour, Republic, where I was born. Long-form gold seal medallion rights, not birth in your lost at sea laws. Title 49 U.S.C. Section 1403, a 21-ton ship mortgage on mankind's soul, and 22 CFR 92-12-13 speaks of the international trading bills of lading barratry ship laws, and 22 CFR Code of Federal Regulations 72-11, all crimes are commercial. You don't care who's innocent or guilty. It's all about the money in your bankrupt, insolvent, notwithstanding inferior courts and commercial bank fraud. 18 U.S.C. 1341 Law Summary, Mail Counterfeiting with Electric Wire Transfers, etc. Section 3113 Bank Robbery of Commercial Banks, etc. 1984 Computer Fraud and Abuse Act and the Electronics and Communications Privacy Act of 1986, Affordable Connectivity Program, Commercial Marketing Purpose, Corporate Transactions, Selling People's Private Personal Information, Sell, Assign, Divestiture, Merger, Bankruptcy, Consolidation, Reorganization, Liquidation, or other of business or assets if another company requires it. And I require my private sole Small Business Administration, all caps name, estate, equitable title. And so, i.e., all my heritage does not belong to strangers or strange gods, tyrants, pedophiles, immoral baby loans of Babylon, redacted. Congressional Record, June 13, 1967, page 15641 to 15646. A citizen of the United States is a civilly dead entity operating as a co-trustee and co-beneficiary of the private constructive testamentary secret foreign situs trust, fidei commissary trust, a.c.c. trust, also known as 1666 Act of a.c.c. Page 289, Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition, speaks about it too. Incorporated, naturalized as a slave with U.S. citizenship under 14th Amendment, which upholds the debt of the United States and U.S. incorporated in Section 4. Also, you can read or Google a.c.c. Act of 1666, and you can also read Canon Law 2036 to 2057. Also, for proof, Canon Law 2036, I'll read that. It says, a a.c.c. trust created by Henry VIII of England in 1540 and updated by Charles II in 1666, wherein an estate may be effected for the benefit of one or more persons presumed lost or abandoned at sea, and therefore assumed dead after 7 years if you don't claim it. Additional presumptions include, and you got the pre-sum, they assume and they give you a sum of charges, include bankruptcy, insolvency, and incompetency with mortgage, the mortgage they put on your soul, robbing us of our FHA, first-time home buyers, which is completely paid for with just your signature, Ginnie Mae, Fannie Mae, and even Welsh mortgage. If you got English like me, the Windsors changed their name. They're German. They were not even English over there in England. Are mansions bought and paid for with a signature and private companies? 2037 canon law states the original purpose and function of the birth certificate, says KB Trust, was to form a temporary estate for the benefit of yourself, of another, because your all caps name, your capita diminutum maximus, and your capita diminutum minimus, those are the clone of you and then the real you. State of affairs or condition prevented them from claiming their status as a living competent and present before a competent as a competent authority. Therefore, any claims, history, statuses, statutes, or arguments that deviate in terms of the origin and function of a SKV trust as pronounced by these canons becomes false and automatically null and void if you don't know how to claim your rights over that equitable title. They've done capital gains rights on it. See, the Rothschilds and Rockefellers in 1910 met on Jekyll Island, 6 private bankers that took the knowledge from the people, and they schemed. And this goes back 6,000 years and more. And in 1861, the Delaware Corporation with President Lincoln scam changed the 14th Amendment, which was never ratified because the blacks did not have a citizenship. So in order to give them a citizenship, they changed so they could vote. They changed the 14th Amendment, and that enslaved everyone. A Sesquivi trust may only exist for 70 years, being the traditional life expectancy of the estate. So Proverbs 6 says, deliver yourself like a gazelle from the hand of the hunters. They are bank robbers. HJR, House Joint Resolution 192, Public Law 73-10, 73rd Congress, 1933. All debts were paid in the public and private since March 6, 1933. Executive Order 2038-40, Proclamation of President Roosevelt, Treaties and Constitution versus British Bankruptcy Act, Title 28, U.S.C. 3002, Section 15, a.c.c. The U.S. became a corporation. First volume, 5th Congress, Chapter 49, No More Debt and Debtor Prisons, Chapter 50, Year of Jubilee. Because of my Israela Liberata commemorative coin to be free of Judea, Capta, Roman Empire, their commemorative coin. And so the Balfour Declaration, which is every 50 years, Year of Jubilee. The last one was in 2017, but it first started in 1917, Balfour Declaration, that all Jews would have a home. That's your Jew, J-U-wish, Jewish. That's what wish, Jewish, really means, people. So to have all would have a home, to be free of captivity and slavery and debt. 1215 AD, Magna Carta, let no wicked tyrant or kings rule over me or take my feet on the land rights. W8 Ben E, look it up on irs.gov. That's your beneficiary form. I am the beneficial heiress. 1099 OID, the original issuer, holder in due course. 1099 ABC, generational skipping tax. My property is not abandoned. The banks and courts are run by these forms and do 273, 274, 275 bit and performance and payment bonds. 18 U.S.C. 241, 242, deprivation of rights under artificial laws and 3-day foreclosure on real estate, real property. It needs to cease and desist. All crimes are commercial. I hope and pray people will wake up to the facts and the truth, and their souls be made free. Thank you for understanding, and may goodness, love, and truth prevail. I have tore the corporate veil.